Hello guys, and welcome to a new Steel Division video today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you a 3 versus 3 on Cheux, and in this one I'm going to be playing with the 9th Panzer. I'm playing with Jagdsource and Lau, who are playing with the 352nd and Panzer Lehr. And on the Allied side today we have Mummet, Mamota Malvada, and Player, who are going to be playing the Guards Armoured Scots and Guards Armoured. So Player is the guy who plays in the tournaments all the time, so it should be a good one, a good game that is. Let's see what we want to put down. I have chosen the center of the map. The main reason for that is since I am going to be relying on the Marder 3s early on, and their 1,200 meter range is pretty useful in this area, whereas on the right side you do kind of get forced away from the longer range engagements by these tree lines, and it can make using Marders quite awkward. I guess you could do like a two-prong approach, but I'd much rather just have my Marder in a situation where it's safe near this tree line, yet it can exploit its 1,200 meter range. So that's what I'm going to try and do in the middle. So let's start with the Marder. I'm actually going to place the Marder with Jagdsource's troops over here. We'll tuck on to the side of that road just to be annoying. Then I'm going to bring in a couple of Panzergrens probably just to try and occupy these buildings. We'll go for the center road. In order to do that, you can see this road goes right past the tree line here. Definitely worth keeping an eye on in order to maybe make some ground early on. I'm going to need a Panzergrenführer with the Marder. Mine actually come in the SDKFZ 251-9. These guys have the 6 AP rounds and the 9 HE rounds, so they work like a little bit like a IG-18 on wheels. They're a bit like the 259s, but they do have the AP value as well, which can be kind of handy in certain situations. I'm going to bring in a Panzerschreck. I'm going to put that over here. Just utilize this tree line to maybe cut off these roads. I'm going to have to speed up my deployment a little bit because we are under pressure from the timer. Let's go ahead and put a Panzerschreck here. Don't know if I want to try and go. Let's go and put a Panzerschreck like right smack bang in the middle of that sort of triangle area there. I could also maybe place it a bit further back so it utilizes its MG if anything comes through. Last thing I really need is recon. So Spearthroop is a good idea. We're going to go ahead and put that over here to begin with. I probably need one for this town area, so we will go for another Spearthroop here. And I think I might unload it early maybe, or we could potentially try and go for this hedgerow, but it's a little bit risky. I might have to open it up early if I can. What else could we do? Maybe a Panzer II Lux, but the Lux won't really do too well into what we're up against. I don't think we're going to be using them much in this game because it's double Guards Armoured 15th, which is going to be the Stuarts, it's going to be the Churchills, and there's also going to be the Cromwells, and all of those can quite easily deal with Panzer II Lux. So the Lux aren't really going to be too helpful unless I can maybe get into a position where the tree lines are fought over by infantry, in which case the Lux can rip apart infantry if they are not in line of sight of enemy AT. The only thing that I'm thinking about is maybe just like dropping a unit or two here and there to try and fit in another Marder. I think that's probably a good idea actually. I don't know where I want to put it though. That's the trouble. Let's bring it up here for now. Maybe I can shoot across into this area, or I can shoot across into this area. It really does depend on the aggression from the players we're up against. I probably should have brought in a mortar just to deal with AT, but if we've got the 1,200 meter range on the Marders, I should be able to spot their AT with my recon and then hit them with the Marders from range. We only have 10 HE shells to deal with the 4 HE value, which can mean that I might run out before I kill an AT gun. But at least we might pin it down and be able to rush it with other units. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Right, let's unload here. And I might try and push forwards more aggressively with the 250-19. I'm not entirely sure. Actually, let's just keep this moving forwards, because there's a lot of units coming towards the center here. And if I can get line of sight, that'd be great. Let's unload here. More unload. Actually, let's just have that keep going. Yeah, I need to get that behind cover if I can. Okay, that's one unit dealt with. And that's going to be the AT guns I was worried about. Alright, let's just get into that building, please. And I need to have this come across as soon as possible. I'm taking a lot of damage here. Why are my pioneers there? That's a very odd place for my pioneers to be. I'm going to have to fall back here. Let's bring in that mortar. Okay. Right, let's maybe try and kill that Stuart if I can. Right, that's recovered, so we should be able to get the Panzer off. There we go. Very nice. Oh, okay. Well, that's happened. Let's just keep falling back there. And we're going to need to rely on some stuff at closer range. I think I have just about the range to shoot that if it comes up. Maybe we can go for a shot here. Oh, it's just not in time. That player might manage to get the better of me there, which would suck. I do want to bring in the ME-109. If I can get somebody else to bring in an AT, or not an AT, fighter with me, then I can bring in the ME-109, I can hit the double Stuarts. Okay, let's just go now. Actually, let's not hit the one that's running towards us, we'll hit the one that's not. Actually, I should have probably hit the other one. Because that's annoying, never mind. Yeah, Evac Winchester kind of caught me off guard there. That sucks. I'm going to have to change that quickly. Apologies. It is automatically turned off. It's just sometimes it gets reset in the options through no fault of my own. But that's going to be the Marder dead, isn't it, while I'm not looking? Annoyingly. Right, go on, Ostrupen. Take them out. So we want to try and aim behind this. Okay, that's the 6-pounder taken out by the Marder. That's good. I'm going to bring in a bunch of Panzergrens that I can use to push back this mid area. Let's maybe try and move away with the Stuart, because I'm causing, or with the half-track, sorry, because I'm causing the Pak 38 to be pinned down there. Alright, go on, Pak 38. Get the job done. Lovely. Let's try and just move towards those. That's good. Go on, Pak 38. 2-star Pak 38. Still missing. Alright, we can kind of make a play that player just made against us by using the 259 here. Let's keep that Stuart pinned. That's another unit coming that I'm going to have to be wary of. I guess it's time to probably bring in some AA. This Tempest's going to continue to be a problem. I'm going to try and bait this, if I can. We shall see. Okay, never mind. He's left, which is fine but for me. I'm going to be able to unload these Panzer Grenz and start pushing through. Let's just leave with that for now. Should have hit the Stuart again, because the Cromwell's a lot less likely to actually kill us. Little mistakes here and there will lose me a game against a good player. Which player certainly is, so I need to be very careful. Yeah, there goes the SDKZ. Sucks. I'm going to bring in one Lux just because it would be really useful for taking on the infantry. But we're going to have to find a way to keep on top of that Cromwell. I could potentially use this in support, but I'm not sure where their AT guns are. Alright, let's try and move this one through aggressively first. We did see a little bit of ground early on, 2-player, because of all of what's going on. No recon here though. Oh, maybe there is. It doesn't matter. Let's just push aggressively. Those should be pinned down by the multiple MGs that I have here. Let's target the motorized rifles in the meantime. Having this transmission damage on the Marder is really difficult to deal with because it's so damn slow. Like, it'd be so useful in this position right now. Maybe I can just use the fast move to get it there. That wouldn't even make a difference. Do I bring in more, or do I just wait? I think I wait. I think I wait a minute, and then I bring in something more, like, better off. So, like a Stug 3. Stug 3 would actually be really good in Phase B, as long as I don't bump into a Firefly. That's something. I'm going to put all these on return fire so they don't reveal themselves. Okay. Looks like Lau has dropped. That is unfortunate. That will probably mean that Mummet gets the better of the right side shortly, so we're going to have to make a move here. This Pack 38 that Yagsor's brought in has been doing a lot of work for us. Okay, time to rely on these Stugs. I can only afford one at the moment, but I should probably bring in 263 anyway to accompany that, because I need them to be at 3-star veterans, see if they're going to be any good, really. Let's start to make some ground here, since that Stuart got taken care of. And yeah, we can mortar any units, we can use the AA aggressively. Oh, the shooter wound. Go on, Marder 3. Let's try and get some... Oh, never mind, don't need to. Didn't need to get command on that in the end, which is nice. Let's just continue the charge with the units that aren't pinned down. We'll allow the one that is pinned down to recover. Just keeping this Panzer 2 here just in case the Stuart just decides to go aggressive. And if it does, I can just hit it with the ME-109 and then attack it with the Panzer 2. That's the plan at least. I don't know if I'm going to make it. If I do, that'd be really good. Yeah, we're there. Okay, that's great. So come around the corner here. I think I might just go for that ME109 play regardless. We'll see. Or the driver wound. Okay, I'm going to have this evac straight away. Okay, there we go. Lovely. And the Stug 3's on its way. Let's get in the other Stug 3. At least one of my Panzergrens made it. This Polston's actually not dying very quickly. Not as quickly as I'd like. Come around the corner here. Make sure that we got the command with that. Okay, we lost line of sight, unfortunately. That continues to move forwards here. If I reveal anything, it will die now, so that's good. And I'm tempted to even bring in like more of these 3-star Stugs. I will probably need to invest in more anti-air, I think. So I'm going to do that. There goes the Stuart, that's good. Now I'm trying to hit this Cromwell. I mean, it's a 3-star Stug, it shouldn't really miss. But it did. Of course it did. It's fine. Alright, that was the AT gun, I should have seen that coming. Fine. We've got another AT gun on the way, another couple Stugs actually. I probably need one to go to the left side. Let's keep this Panzer II looks nice and close. If I can take out that Polston. Okay, that's what should have happened the first time I used it. Now only decided to happen. Well, there's blocking line of sight. Okay, it's just out of range now. That is fine. Okay. The rifles are revealed by the Ostruppen. We can start to make ground there. Hopefully on this right side, the AI can hold for the time being. It looks like Lao's forces are set up relatively well, so we'll hold on for now. I would not be surprised to see if we lose because of it though, which would suck, but unfortunately not too much I can do about it. These guys need to fall back. Alright. At least the AI comes in and just gives me free ammunition. That's always fun. Oh yeah, there was an AT gun on this right side. Let's move the Panzergrens aggressively here, so that if the AT gun reveals itself, we can hit it pretty hard. And I'm going to bring in another Panzergren in the meantime to kind of take that position. We only need one. Okay, good. Let's continue moving forwards here. Get those out of line of sight. Lovely. Oh, they surrendered. Wow, okay. That sucks. Well, that's why I'm bringing in more. Because I knew that if I did try and push forwards, that there was a chance they would be surrendered. So, yeah, that worked out. Cool. There could be AT guns coming into here. I need some more infantry to assault that. Like they could just unload an AT gun here, and then that would be really bad. I've got to be on top of that. Let's try and mortar that position, because I'm pretty sure that's what's coming. Alright, gonna reverse away from this Firefly, since that is what's coming our way. Let's get the units out the way. Oh wow, 263 actually went down to the Cromwell. Savage. We're going to need long range units, which is Pack 40s. We are kind of struggling with the Sexton and the Cromwell, but I'm going to have to. Like, there's no other way about it. Try and hit the 6-pounder. And I do have enough for a Focke-Wulf, but I'm not in the right phase. That's unfortunate. Okay, well we took down that one. Let's just keep going here. My Stück did manage to get out alive here somehow. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, good. I think that range is fine. Okay, with those pinned down, let's continue forwards. That's a driver wound, that sucks. Just in a really awkward position. Do I have my mortar ready to go? I do. We probably should have mortar here. Let's put a smoke here. Just going to move these AT guns back into a better position. Just so that I can ambush this Firefly. I need to basically start in line of sight of that. I'm not sure if... Okay, if I unload them both here, this might be a really stupid idea, but if I have them both unloaded, and they push themselves into the tree lines, at the same time, we might be able to get 2 shots onto the Firefly. Okay. Are you ready? Oh no, they both missed. Savage. Oh, the bailout, beautiful. That's what I was hoping for. Job done. They never expect to. Right, we are definitely sort of running with too many points. What I'm going to do is save for the Tiger, I think, since we're so close to phase C. Right, yeah, we're going to have to spread those out because they are inevitably going to get artied. This guy needs to fall back since he's being hit by the old Cromwell 6. And there we go, we're in. So time for the double Tiger. And this is where we can really make some serious ground. Lovely. How that Stuart 6 did not get shot in the face, I will not know. Ah dear. Well, we'll fall back since we don't want the Cromwell 6 to get the better of us. The Stuart somehow managed to get the better of my Panzer Grands. Yeah, deal with a Pack 40. Right, let's move that back. I'm just going to start mortaring it. There we go. That's job done there. I'm going to need some supply, so let's bring in some supply. Okay, those Panzer guns died. Let's use the half-track to take out the motorized rifles. That's okay, right. You can unload these guys. The half-track can probably actually engage. I'll get those into the building there. Good. I'm moving it aggressively forwards. Get that surrendering. That's fine. Get behind those trees there. And make sure those guys are behind. That's okay. Where's my other tiger? Oh, there it is. I don't know why they went to different locations. That's kind of weird. I'm going to fall back for now, because I need another command vehicle to go with them. And I think I'm going to bring in the Hummel, just to kind of counter battery, because these sextons are going to get really irritating very quickly. Especially if I'm trying to rely on 2 tigers. Oh, would you look at that? The old AI did come in the end with another supply for me. But player certainly putting up a strong fight here. The 9th isn't a division that I'm actually particularly used to. They are quite reliant on these tigers in Phase C, and if I lose them, I'm going to be in a pickle. I'm not looking forward to that. All these like line of sight blockers, like these trees and stuff, it's a real problem. I guess if I have a second one here, it should be fine. I just need to have this secured. But I can't get there at the moment, unfortunately. That sucks. Let's try and move these guys forwards. I'm not sure if that's going to work. I might be able to smoke them forwards. And if I could get them up to that tree line, I could really threaten the Sherman. If I could basically move the location of this Sherman, then I can be more aggressive with the Tiger. Which is what I want to be able to do. Right, let's move that command here. We'll keep that one with that. And I'll move forwards the Marder. I've got the Hummel, so I can start counter-battering the Sexton. And now I can put pressure onto the Cromwell. So let's try and do that. A lot of stuff coming down here. I do fortunately have the range to kind of mortar this stuff if I have to. Just killed my Stug 3 with the Cromwell. What a joke. Okay. Go on, Tiger, get the revenge. That is ridiculous. With that Cromwell out of the way, we can actually be very aggressive here. Need to make sure both of those go into the left side. Right, let's make sure we put this on a control group, and I'm going to start arting the Sherman. Right, we're going to start running those forwards. If they want to. And let's move the Tigers up either side. Yeah, because that Sherman's now going to have to fall back. And I can push the Tiger into line of sight. Perfect. Ammo storage here. Like, yeah, that Panzergren's going to die, but it's basically done its job. All I wanted to do was dislodge this position. And I have, so we're good. We're in a really good position. Let's move forwards to Stug. I may as well have the Marder forwards as well. And I may as well be bringing in some more units. I'm going to bring in another 2-star Stug. Those 3-star Stugs are really strong in the right positions. I'm going to maybe push my luck here by trying to go for the kill onto the Firefly. Come in with the rocket strike as well. Oh, that tree's in the way. Can't believe that. Okay, well maybe it'll fall back in the same direction that I need it to in order to kill it. You never know. I've got lots of units here that can fire at it. Just need one to actually do the job. Okay, let's move forwards that Panzer Grand. Oh, the weapon jam. Can we please kill that? There we go. Lovely. Wow. What a game. Unfortunately, it looks like that Mummet couldn't capitalize on the right side being AI, but I guess Panzer Lehr in Phase C is probably the best division to have on an AI, because they have such strong units. But also, props to Jagdsource for controlling this left side town. If he didn't control that, like, we would have been in trouble, like, a lot earlier on. I did lose quite a lot of units unnecessarily, but at the same time, we've done well. Move this Stug aggressively to the right. And I need to have this Stug move aggressively to the left. I need to get basically units in positions that can help cover. That turret turns so damn slowly. It's actually crazy. Let's Hummel this position. Need to get behind this building. Maybe we can just continue. I mean, the Achilles also takes ages to load. Or not load, what am I talking about? Ages to aim. Oh, while I wasn't paying attention, the 2 17-pounders got the better of me. That's irritating. Could ME-109 one of these. Yeah. 17-pounder sucks. Well, there's also another one there. 2 17-pounders. Alright, no wonder my Panzer IV died. Well, not Panzer IV, Tiger died. But at least we got into a position where we're going to win regardless. Oh, I shouldn't have really retreated that. Can somebody help me here? Okay, I think we got it. It's fine. Now Focke-Wulf's going to get on the back. We need to hit this. Okay, that's that dealt with. Keep putting on pressure here. Okay, we're good. We're good for now. He's trying to snipe us at range, but I can't really let that happen. I'm going to bring in some more Panzergrenz to this right side, I think. And I should keep up the fire really onto that position. Let's maybe move the Panzer IV forwards. Bring another Wolf. Firefly's trying to get the better of my units there. Let's smoke that off. It did manage to drop its bomb, but it's gonna die, unfortunately. Wow, that was lucky. I was unlucky then, but yeah, he was very lucky. Wow, that was incredibly lucky. Because that would have likely pinned the unit. At least I can just slowly move towards it now. Oh, my bloody command died. Of course it did. I've still got this command here. That's good. Alright, let's move over, finish off this Achilles. My Panzer IV is straight up dead. Fortunately. Gonna rocket that 17-pounder, may as well kill it. I might move forwards these guys since we are going to replace them shortly. Okay, that smoke's come down ideally, like in an ideal location, that's for sure. I was hoping I'd had line of sight onto the Firefly, but I'm not going to. Oh, he does have line of sight. Okay, well. Not let him have line of sight. Because I don't want to be shot from the right at the same time. That would be very bad. The trouble with when you only get down to one Tiger is that you do suffer at the 1,200 meter range in the late game, and that's exactly what's happened. So I lost a lot of my other units because that Tiger went down, which sucks, but it's been a good game. It definitely has. Managed to win back the mid ground, which was worth it, and thankfully the AI held on. Probably lost a lot of forces, I would assume, but got the job done. So I move forwards to Pioneers here as well. We may as well. I can get the shot onto that half track. There's no point in letting that attack me like that. Okay, well, at least we pinned it. There we go. Oh, did not even see that happening. More smoke, please. The line of sight here is just so dodgy. Well, it's dead. Never mind. That's all I got. I can maybe go for double Marder 3, but those 17-pounders and the Fireflies later on. Player coming at me from all directions. Just don't have enough units to really match up to that. It's quite funny that the 9th Panzer is a division that I often see like the pro players fail on quite a lot, because they don't quite have the same amount of units that they need in order to get the job done, and that is often quite a large problem. And we are suffering from that here. It's like it doesn't really have enough heavy tanks for a Panzer division. And wow. Nice one, Panzergrens. Can't believe they did that. That's just tragic. At least those 25 HE power bombs can get some work done. Luck has not been on my side. I should have been a dead Firefly. This is a good Steel Division player when they can find the line of sight just like this. It's actually crazy. There's 2 Jagdpanthers coming in. Jagdsor's living up to his name. Loves those Jagdpanthers. Oh, I killed the Achilles. That's good. Maybe should have tried to do that earlier on. It's just not very consistent. Like sometimes those MU-109s can rocket those Achilles and kill them very easily, but sometimes they just don't. And then you're kind of left in an awkward position. Let's try and hit that artillery with the Hummel. And maybe go a bit more aggressive with the half-track here. I'm just going to try and fast move it away from this Churchill. Okay, never mind. The Churchill one-shot it. Sure thing. Let's reverse away from that. My Marder doesn't have a chance of penetrating that. I'll just take cover for now then. Oh, here comes the Ju-87. 2-star Ju-87. It's not much AA in the mid, so he might get 2 kills there. Yep, well that's 1 kill. Can he get the second? Oh, yes he can. Beautiful. He's probably going to lose the Ju-87, but I might be able to clean up the Tempest. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, this Crusader AA. Just in the right place to stop that from getting the kill. Oh, nice side shot. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Love a bit of those side shots. Oh, well. Instantly taken care of. Let's just hit that with the Hummel. I could have probably been using the Hummel more actually. Could I bomb this position? I mean, if that's another motorized rifle about to unload, then I may as well. Boom. There we go. So we got the double Panzer IV, double Panzergren push here with half-track support. Not sure really if it's going to do too much. We'll likely have the Achilles come around the corner any second. Alright, let's have that continue forwards. These guys can stay as they are. Actually, I might just be able to continue. A little bit. But that's the end of the game. There you go. Full 40-minute game, 3v3. Player certainly putting up a good fight in the center. My KD is actually positive. Wow, 3,380 kills to 2,840 losses. That's a 500 positive KD. That's not what I expected, if I'm completely honest. It definitely looked a lot worse than that. But I guess we did end up holding our own. Jagdsor's with the 2,515 kills to 1,465 losses. Really good job. And the AI didn't do too bad in the end against Mummet, who was struggling against the late game Panzer. But yeah, it is what it is. Marder 3 doing well, taking out the Cromwell 6 for me. Took out the 6-pounder, utilising the 1,200 meter range in order to do so. This is something that I talk about quite a lot in the competitive games. Sort of using the Marder 3 for its maximum range in the early game. The MU-109 G2 BR21 took out 17-pounder and eventually that Achilles. Also shot down at Tempest, so really good value out of that G2 BR21. The Panzer II looks, it was in a nice position. I managed to sort of sneak it up to a point where it was actually really useful. My 3-star Stokes didn't really do as much as I hoped they would. I couldn't really utilize the range, but look at this Tiger. This is where all the points came from. Look at this. This one initially also paid itself off, I think, with the Cromwell 6, Sherman 5, and Crusade AA, so just about paid itself off. Ideally, you want to go 2 to 1 KD with the sort of Tigers, but in that case, I think that was the one that got beaten to crap by those AT guns. This was the one that ended up getting plenty more kills. The Firefly there, the Achilles kill, the Crusade AA, Churchill 5. Yeah, quite nice job by that one at least. The Focke-Wulf 190s coming in with the 25 HG power bombs ended up killing off 2 17-pounders and the Spitfire Mark 9. And yeah, having to deal with those 17-pounders really sucked. It's something that really does counter the 9th Panzer, because they don't have a lot of ways to really counter AT guns. Like, I used the Focke-Wulfs in this match, but that's mainly because player hadn't invested too much in AA, so I managed to get away with that. But in, I would say, a competitive game, it's a lot less likely that you're going to be free to be able to bomb as much. So then you're quite reliant on the Hummel, which is still quite good. You do have a 2-star Hummel available. I think it's in Phase C though. And of course the mortars early on. But the mortars on an open map like Cheux don't work as well as you'd hope, because the ranges are not quite there. So you'd have to have your mortar exposed in order to find the kills, and they'll be quite micro intensive, and it's not something that I've particularly got very good at, especially with the mortars, because the mortars, like, if you want to really utilize them well, like to take out 1,200 meter range units, you've got to predict movement very well, and then micro, and like also cancel orders and make sure that they don't end up left in exposed positions and all that kind of stuff. So this was a really interesting game. Hopefully my commentary was okay throughout. I was trying to concentrate in order to take the fight to player. But there we go. Not a bad game whatsoever. It's good to bring you guys a nice close one. But that's all. So hopefully you have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.